It's a fact of life. Fresh produce eventually goes bad. All around the world, about a third of all food spoils faster than we can consume it. That's an estimated 1.3 billion tons of wasted food every year. But what if there was a safe way to make fresh produce last longer?
So these are both 70 days old.
70 days old.
70 days old, sitting at room temperatures.
I mean, like this one I would make into lemonade.
Yeah, this is untreated and that's treated after 70 days.
Wow, the huge difference.
Yeah.
Produce eventually rots when it dehydrates. Water gets out and oxygen gets in, and your food starts to look like this. But at Appeal Sciences, they've developed a special protective coating that slows down the rotting process, increasing the shelf life of fresh produce from lemons to avocados.
The result is that we build up this little optimized microclimate inside each individual piece of produce, which then stays with the produce throughout the entire supply chain. We can double the shelf life of avocados and citrus and dozens of other categories. We have in our laboratory the ability to triple the shelf life and ultimately are approaching a 4x extension for produce.
And unlike many of the chemical agents used to preserve fresh produce today, Appeal's formula is natural and recognized as safe by the FDA.
Do you think that there's a barrier or people will be hesitant to eat produce that is treated with your product? Do you think people will associate it with pesticides and other things that people are trying to steer clear of?
We don't use anything in our products that aren't found in every single bite of fruit and vegetable that you eat every single day.
So you can put your product on, let's say, an organic apple, and it doesn't change?
That's right, it stays organic.
With Appeal's coating, farmers can harvest their produce closer to when it's ripe, leading to healthier, tastier results.
We can allow our partners to harvest that tomato closer to peak maturity so that by the time it arrives on the store shelf, it's still in great shape, but you
tastes
get a
better
exactly.
and better nutrient profile.
Exactly.
With the truly one-of-a-kind technology on their hands, Appeal has attracted $70 million in new financing and has products in more than 200 U.S. stores.
So this is one of those items you wouldn't normally see on the shelf.
Yeah, exactly. These are caviar limes. They're a form of micro citrus. They normally only have about 5 to 7 days of shelf life. And with our technology, we can get them to approach about 21 days. This was the first product that we released commercially.
Beyond grocery stores, Appeal is trying to make an impact on food supply chains in developing countries, where up to 80% of food can be lost, in part due to lack of refrigeration.
We have a team that works in Kenya year-round, and we make regular trips to Nigeria to do product development in cassava and within the tomato category.
And how have they been responding to it?
We can add about 5 to 7 days of shelf life to a mango without refrigeration, which means the difference between it rotting by the roadside or being sold for 10 times the amount within the city center.